Hello students, how are you? I hope you're all fine, healthy, wealthy and doing very well in your life. Okay, so we in our very first lecture studied about what is data, what's basically data, and then we realized how it is going to be very important in our day-to-day life, and surely in 10th standard too, to study this particular chapter very sincerely, right? And we studied about the primary data and the secondary data, and we were about to do some questions based on it. Okay, so here is just a question, and that's not a question that we are doing, that's a question that you guys are going to do. I'm going to just set some examples for you. So here's the question. This question is, give 5 examples of data that you can collect from your day-to-day life. Okay, so I can give you an example of your class. If it's to be your class, then okay. Number of family members of your 10 friends. Okay, the first thing. Second example I'm going to give you, these 2 examples I'm going to give you, and then the rest of the 3 examples you're going to find it all yourself, right? Second one is number of students passed in mathematics, science, Hindi and English in 2018, right? 2018. Of class, not 8, let's suppose 9th. Okay, in the very first thing you're going to have number of family members of your 10 friends. Second, you're going to get number of students passed in mathematics, science, or you can say you can also have it number of students got less than 60%. Let's suppose this 60% mathematics, science, Hindi and English in 2018 of class 9th. Class 9th of 2018. In your school. Right? No, in the very first thing you have to find is the 10 family member, your 10 friends family number, and second thing you have to go and find out the these subjects, and these subjects students having more, less than 60% marks. Okay, now the question number 2. Classify the data in question number 2, question number 1 above as primary or secondary data. Okay, now in question number 1, in the very question number 1, we have discussed these 2 particular examples. Now based on these examples we have taken, we are going to tell it whether it's secondary or primary. Now what is primary data, what is secondary data? I have clearly mentioned you that dear students, that data, that particular data that you are collecting by all yourself, the blame is on you whether it's right or wrong, then this data is your primary data. But whether you are collecting it from some other sources, let it be some person, and he has the record or she has the record of all of it, and you are asking to that person, or whether you're using some kind of magazine, newspaper, news channel, or some sort of booklet, okay, and then you are going to find out this kind of thing, or even you're asking Google. Asking Google is not considered as a primary thing, okay, it will be a secondary data. Okay. These all kind of data, when you're asking, you're seeking data from others, then that data is what your secondary data. Then the first verification, number of family members of your 10 friends, of your 10 friends, surely you are going to ask your friends about their families. So in the very first thing, this is what you're going to have as your primary data. This is your primary data. This is primary sort of data for you. Now in the second thing, what I'm asking, number of students got less than 60 marks. First, you have to tell the number of students getting less than 60 marks, and that also in the particular subjects of mathematics, science, Hindi and English. Okay, and in class of 9th in 2018. Now it's not 2018. Okay, so you're not going to go back to the students of 2018, that complete batch, and you're going to be with each and every other student. What you are going to do, the simplest way, the actual way of doing that so correctly, is to have the access to records of your school, that is by with the help of your permission of your teachers. Okay, with the help of your teachers, you can access the data of the school, that how many students got the less than 60% in particular subjects, mathematics, science, Hindi and English in the class 9th. So you are going to take help from some source. Okay, here the source is school. Okay, so in that case, that is going to be your secondary data. So number second example was our secondary data. Now what you have to do, you're going to have 1, 2 and 3 more examples remaining in the question number 1, and exactly goes with the question number 2. Now you understand about the primary data and secondary data very well, and you have done 2 examples over there. So you are going to find out the rest 3 by your own, and you are going to mention whether it's a secondary data or a primary data. Primary data, secondary data, secondary, primary. Oh, choose your wisely. Okay. So this is about the primary and secondary data questions. Now the presentation of data. The presentation of anything is important, students. Now we are going to have a little discuss about what is to be present the data. Okay, so how you are going to present data? Because it can kind of a messy thing if you are asking friend 10 questions. What is your name? What is your father's name? What is your mother's name? Where do you live? The city you belong, and what is your birthplace, and what is your favorite color? What is your favorite movie? What is your favorite food? I like food, so what is your favorite food? What is your favorite sport? And yes, these are 10 questions, and you are asking these 10 questions to each of your 8 friends, so that makes it 80 questions. You are going to have 80 data, and you are writing in a book like, okay, Abhishek answered that, okay, Aryan answered that, okay, Krishna answered that, okay, Ayushi answered that, okay, let's suppose me, Arpita answered that. So you are keeping the track of all these things in a page, okay, in a very paragraphical manner. So is this a good way of presenting a data? Because everything, not everything, but major part depends on the presentation of things, right? You want to present yourself in front of each and everyone in a good way. So why data is left behind? That okay, let me present in any way you can. No, you have to be specific with the presentation of data also. And I've told you in the very first lecture that how important it is to present the data, right? So the presentation of data is important. Now how you're going to present it? Here's the example. Consider the marks obtained out of 100. Out of 100, these marks you're looking here, by 30 students of class 9th of a school. These are the marks of the class 9th. Okay, now you decide your target. You decide your target from this. But now for the understanding of the question, how you're going to present the data, here it is. So what you're going to do, you're going to present the data. Okay, you are going to do presentation of data. Right? Okay. Now how you're going to present it? You're going to make a table. Okay, a table. What it will be like? Something like that. What you are having? You're having some marks there, and these marks, some of these marks are not once, they are twice, they are thrice. So if we are writing in a tabular manner, in that particular way, you can handle it in a very good way. So how you are going to present it? The first very column, you have made it of marks here, marks, or I should just change the ink. So here you got the marks, and the second is the number of, first was marks and second number of students. That's the frequency of the student. Now what is the frequency? Here we came across a new word, and which is frequency. Okay, let me ask you one thing. What is the frequency of you ordering pizza in a month? So you'll be saying, ma'am, 3 times. Some of you be saying, ma'am, 5 times. What is this? That means generally, normally, habitually, whateverly, you order 3 times in a month. Okay, when it comes to pizza, right? Okay, and for a person that may be also 0. That means frequency. That means times, how many times it comes, how many times it repeats. So how many times is its frequency, how many times is its frequency. Understood? Okay. Now going back to it. Now here we are having, so that was the fully well prepared table of it. Now we are going to make it on our own. Okay. Yeah, it's not like that, okay, we are doing that way. We are going to make the table here. This is going to be our table. What we were having here, frequency. The term I just introduced today is frequency. Now you know frequency, simple. The frequency is how many times. Okay, so if we'll talk about these 30 students, let's start with this 10. How many times 10 comes here? 10, then 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Any more 10s here? No. The very first thing is, I'm going to find it like that. Okay. Is this helpful? Is this helpful? Because each and every time I'll be confused by that. Okay. I should write 10, then I should write 20, then 36, then 92, then 95, then 40, then 40. Now 40 is smaller than 95. So it's a little bit mixed, because we like, in mathematics, we like an order, either decreasing or increasing, let it be whatever you like it as, but there should be an order. So we will be it will be more appreciable when we will be referring the order. So order is a must, but for now I am doing it like that. What you will be doing in your notebook, you will be first writing in order, and after writing in order, it will be really very, very easy to count how many times, right? So here, what we are doing, here we are having marks of 10. Now, the sum total of frequency, the sum total of frequency is going to be the number of observation. Sum total of frequency is going to equal to the what? Number of observations. In this case, I'll let you know. Okay. How many observations are there? 30 students mark. That means 30 observations are there. Okay, so if I'm speaking the truth to you guys, then there should be a sum of 30 when it comes to the frequency sum. Okay, now 10 I was talking about. 10, how many times? One time. Okay, after that, no, we are not getting any 10, so 1. Then after that we are getting 20. Okay, this 20 is 1. Then any 20 here? No. So 20. Again, one time. After 20, we are having here 36. Okay. So 36, 1. Then again 36, 2. Then 3. Then, okay, 3 times 36. After that, we are getting, let's suppose we are getting 40. So this is 1, and here we are having one more 40, 2, 3. Any more 40s here? So 3 40s we are getting. After 40, we are getting a 50, isn't it? So 1. Look, here we have left 140 here. That makes it 440. Okay, so we have to cut it also. Okay, now we were talking about 50. We have cut 150, then 50, 50, second and third. 3 50s are there. So 50, there are 3 50s. Okay. Now, can we shift it to here? The same. It's going to be about, after 50, it's going to be about which one? 56? 56. 1, 2, 2 times 56. So it is 56 2 times. Then after 56, this is going to be 60. So 1 time, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 60. And then we'll be having 70. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. So 70, how many times? 4 times, right? Then we're getting 72, of course. So 1 and only 1. Okay. Then we are getting 90, no, 80. We are getting 80. 1. Okay. Then only 1. Okay. So 80. This is 1 times. After that, we are getting 80, 88. So 1 and then 2. Okay. We are getting 88 2 times. How many times? 2 times. Okay. Then we are getting 92. 1, 2, 3. 3 times 92. And then we are getting a 95 once. Okay. So 95 1 time. Okay. Now I have told you about this thing, that it is the summation I am talking about of the frequency is going to be what? The number of observation, and number of observation in this question or the example you say is going to be 30. So is it 30? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30. So the summation is here. Summation of the frequency is equals to what? 30 in this case. I have told you what? The number of observation. The number of observation is going to be the summation of the frequency. Now is this clear how it's going to be? Yes, yes, yes. Say yes. Okay. Clear? Done. Now, this is the table that we got, and we got the Total of the frequency as 30, that is number of observation. Table is called as ungrouped frequency distribution table. Now I am having a word ungrouped frequency table. What is this ungrouped frequency table? Did I grouped it? Okay, I grouped any particular numbers. How can I group these data? I can group, okay, maybe I can make this group as 10 to 40, and then maybe 41 to 50, no, 41 to 80, okay, and then 81 to, let's suppose, 120, okay, and all the numbers coming from 10 to 40, I'll be writing here, from 41 to 80, I will be writing here, and 81 to 120, I'll be writing here. It's like making a class of something, a group of something, that these particular numbers will be falling in this category, these particular numbers are falling in this category, okay, because if you're having a class of 100 students and you're getting some percentages here, and you're going to have different percentages. Some is getting 92.7, some is getting 92.3, some is getting 88.7. You're getting 100 students percentage, different percentages, and only a few of them, like 6 or 7 students percentages are matching with each others. So he's going to be a very long table. I guess if this happens, let's suppose you are ending up with the table of 80. Let's suppose 80 you are getting. So making a table of 80 students, is it relevant? It's a good presentation. You can anytime you can say that, okay, ma'am, can we present you something like that? We can get 0 to 40% students in a category, and we'll be telling the number of students here, how many number of students are getting numbers from 0 to 40%, or then we'll be finding 41 to 60%, let's guess, and then we are going to have the 61 to 80%, and then we are getting the number of 81 to 100%, right, and that can be 20 here. So this can be done like that also, okay. So here we grouped the percentage. The student who's getting 1% will be here, will be counting here, okay, and also the person who's getting 19% will be counting as here, okay, who's getting 20% will be counting as here, but as it will be having the 21%, it will be counting as here. So is it clear to you? How will be define a grouped data? And we are going to have the questions on grouped data also. We are going to present the data in a grouped way also, but this is for ungrouped data. So you are now familiar with ungrouped data, I guess so. Tally marks. What is a tally mark? It's important. I'm having these kind of marks here. And now what is this? This is an example that 100 plants each were planted in 100 schools during one Mahotsav. After 1 month, the number of plants that survived were recorded as 100 plants were there. In each student, one selection or one Mahotsav was there, and on this one Mahotsav, in each and every school, what good deed was taking place, that they were planting trees, and that is very good. Okay, they were planting trees. How many trees? 100 trees in 100 schools. Okay, so after some time, what happened, that some survived, some did not survive. The number of plants that survived are actually very fine. Somewhere it is 95, very good, and somewhere it's like 23 even. Okay, so these are the numbers of each and every schools, 100 schools, of getting these survived trees. Now you have to tell it with the tally marks. How is going to work? Like, what is the term tally marks? You count something like that. If I'll be having several pebbles here, okay, I'm having several pebbles here, and I wanted to count them all. I wanted to count them, and they are so many. They are so many. Okay, it's I will lose track of my time when I'll be counting them. So it's not about counting on fingers, because when we're counting on fingers, we can mistake things. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm having some number of pebbles and marking like that. Okay, so whenever the fourth comes, okay, I'm going to cut these 4 lines. Now I'll again start counting them, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is making difference? Okay, after some time I'll be having these lines. Okay, and let's suppose this is my counting. I lost the track. Then I'm counting it again. Now what I'm going to do? 10, 20, 25 plus 3, 28. I'm not going to count it again. That means I'm not going to count these pebbles again. Right? So this is the way tally marks is going to work. Now, how to use tally marks? Right? How to do these questions with the help of tally marks, and have an observation table, and that may be grouped and ungrouped as well. Okay, so we are going to discuss this particular topic of the tally mark. Tally mark now you know for sure, but how to make the table with that, we are going to do it in the next lecture. Till then, take good care of yourself, students, and keep studying, keep enjoying your life. Bye-bye.